Hey guys, Matt here, and I am at the Calhoun Rec Center Park, a place where, if you've watched my videos for a while, I actually started my channel here. Over on the other side of the bridge behind me, there is the soccer and football fields where I filmed the majority of my earliest content for the first several years. That was my main location, and they have been saying since 2015 they were going to put a disc golf course in here. And it appears in 2021 they have finally done it. So we're gonna check it out today. I actually offered to design this course for them several times pro bono, just to get a course in this area. And I wanna see if the designer, I think Will Sustrick from Prodigy's involved, maybe some folks from the parks department, see if it's any good, see how they did. Looks like we got green banded Prodigy baskets, tees are turf. We'll see how they did. Yes.
Dang, that was good.
Thank you. Okay, so after playing the course, I gotta say it was enjoyable. 10 holes. 10 holes right along the creek with some nice old growth hardwoods in play. A few of the holes are designed really well. A couple of them I have some issue with. So there's a few where parking areas, seating areas, and just places where a lot of people are come into play a lot. It's a very busy park. It's probably the busiest park in the immediate area. And there are constantly people walking, jogging, biking, kids on the playground. And I got a feeling that if it was baseball season, it would be completely unplayable. The parking situation over on that side would make it really difficult to play holes 1, 2 to a degree, and then 8 and 9. And probably 10 as well, honestly. And the bench where I'm sitting right now is technically on the 10th fairway. There are a lot of picnic tables, benches, and seating areas that are where a disc will go, where you're throwing. I'm inside circle too, of the 10th hole right there. So I saw someone you just say they couldn't find 10 baskets. There are definitely 10 baskets and tees out here. The tees are pretty good. They're turf, they're decently big. I think they're all 4 by 6 to 8 feet, a little bit of variation. They've done kind of a weird thing with the frame where there's these triangles of wood in the corners holding the turf together. It's not my favorite mounting technique I've seen, but it looks like it'll work in the short term. I saw 1 on 10 was cracked already, so If they're relying on those wedges to keep them down, it's probably not going to work. Baskets are great. The Prodigy baskets catch pretty good. I don't have any big gripes with them. I know it's not a lot of people's favorite style. It's not my favorite style, but they're perfectly fine. They look nice, and I kind of wish they'd gone with blue over green. The blue Prodigy baskets are really easy to see in the woods, and it's just wooded enough out here to where the green's a little difficult to see. But the water here is a nice challenge. You have a creek coming into play on, I think, 6 holes. Yeah, 6 holes you could potentially go out of bounds in the water. I would assume the roads play as OB. There are no T signs or any kind of notices yet saying that there is a disc golf course here and here's what you do, or a map or anything. My main gripe though is this is not where they should have put the course. It's fine, it's nice, but the land on the other side of the river, they have giant tracts of land where not a whole lot of people are using it. There's a walking path there that gets used, but you could avoid that pretty easily. And there's some really nice spots. They could have put some good holes. Maybe they'll put the additional 8 holes there to make it 18, because that would be super legit. If you had asked me to design the course here, I would have started it on the other side of the park and maybe ended with 4 of the holes as they are in here. But really, that's where the opportunity was, and they kind of whiffed on it. I get wanting to have all of your main amenities in one place over here. They've got tennis courts, swimming pool. About half the baseball fields are over here, mainly for the younger kids. Ones for the older kids are over there. Soccer fields are over there. But this is where a lot of the people spend their time, so it makes sense as a passive recreation area to have it on this side, but it's not what I would have done given the choice. They just got a whole bunch of land over there. It's not being used for anything except a walking path. So missed opportunity there, but overall I think they did a decent job. I'm gonna struggle with giving this a 2 or 2.5 on disc golf course review. If you're familiar with the disc golf course review ratings, it's not like UDisc where if there's 18 holes in the ground, it's a 5. That's not how we do things over there. If 2 is like a passable course, decent course, and 2.5 would be like typical average 18 holes. I don't have 18 holes here, and there's some things that I think hold it back from being typical, so I'm kind of leaning towards a 2 out of 5 right now, but I'll have to see how I feel when I'm writing it up and rewatching the videos back. I think the natural beauty out here is nice, but it's completely flat. You got some OB challenges, both with road and creek, so that's nice. And if you have a quick stick, I would bring it, because if you go out of bounds on the creek holes, it gets deep really quick. There's a really steep wall to that creek. I would not want to climb down, and it's deeper than it looks. So thank you guys for watching. If you make it up here, let me know what you think. I think they did a pretty decent job. If the Prodigy team was involved, good job to you guys using kind of a space that was not being utilized a whole lot. And it's kind of a tight space, really, to make a pretty interesting little course. But try to get the additional 8 holes on the other side of the creek if you can, when that happens, if it happens. That would be a great way to bring this from being like a 2, 2.5 to a solid 3, maybe 3.5 course if they're good over there. So hopefully we get some signs out here and really make it look finished. There's benches on every hole that are metal and wood. They're very nice, look like they should hold up pretty well. So they did some things right. It just doesn't feel done. And like I've said several times, that land over there is amazing. They could have done some really cool things with it. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Hopefully some of you guys can play the course and get some more takes on it.